All right, let's talk about it. HBCU football is moving different right now. We got power moves being made, $1 million matchups, new coaching hires, and some of the coldest talent in the country. If you're still sleeping on HBCU football,
wake up, wake up, wake up.
Because this season, we locked in. We're talking about historic rivalries under the bright lights of Vegas, teams getting FBS checks, a Jackson State squad looking to get paid, and a whole lot of heavy hitters making their way to the league. You already know how this goes. Grab a drink and let's talk about what's really going down in HBCU football this season. First up, HBCU football is hitting the Vegas Strip. Jackson State and Grambling State are taking their legendary rivalry to Allegiant Stadium for the first ever Las Vegas HBCU Classic on October the 25th. And look, this is a whole cultural event. The Sonic Boom of the South, the World Fam Tiger Marching Band. If you ain't been to a HBCU Classic, just know this. The football is fire, but the halftime show, that's a whole nother game. This will be the 73rd meeting between these two teams. And let's be real, both squads got something to prove. Grambling cooked Jackson State last season, 41-20. But you think Jackson State forgot about that? Nah, expect this one to be a show. CFB Nation key metric. Jackson State and Grambling have combined for 39 SWAC championships and 7 HBCU national titles. That's real history. So we all know Deshaun Jackson for taking the top off of defenses. But now, he's calling the shots. Delaware State's new head coach just landed a major piece. NFL assistant Naima Washington is coming in as an offensive coordinator. And this ain't just some random hire. Washington has been grinding, working with the Cleveland Browns and putting up numbers as a play caller at Wheeling University. Delaware State averaged 16 points a game last season. Washington's offense at Wheeling, 30.5. Yeah, that's a glow up waiting to happen. FAMU's loaded 2025 schedule. FAMU was out here scheduling like they want all the smoke. Their 2025 schedule, bruh, is stacked. They open with the heavyweight rematch against Howard in the Orange Blossom Classic. Then they're facing Florida Atlantic University. And oh yeah, Jackson State is coming to town November the 1st for what could be the real SWAC championship game before the SWAC championship game. If Coach Cozy's squad wants to prove they're the kings of the SWAC, they gotta handle business against the best. And this season, they're gonna get tested. CFB Nation key metric, since 2018, the winner of the FAMU Jackson State game has won the SWAC East 4 times. Speaking of Jackson State, let's talk about money moves. Jackson State just locked in a $375,000 bag to play Southern Miss on September the 6th. Now let's keep it real. Jackson State is 0-3 against Southern Miss all time, but this ain't 2018. This is a different Jackson State program. And if they can pull this one off, that's going to send a message to every FBS team that schedules an HBCU thinking that it's sweet. Carson Vinson shows out at the Senior Bowl. Y'all got to put some respect on Carson Vinson's name. The Alabama A&M offensive tackle was the only HBCU player at the Senior Bowl this year, and he made sure scouts felt his presence. We're talking about a 6'6", 317-pound offensive lineman who was straight up bullying SEC pass rushers. The NFL loves to act like HBCU talent is developmental. Nah, these dudes can play. And Vinson, he might be the next name added to the short list of HBCU linemen getting drafted and balling out in the league. CFB Nation key metric. Only 3 HBCU offensive linemen have been drafted since 2000. Carson Vinson will be the next. Michael Vick and Terrell Buckley are changing the game. 2 former NFL stars are stepping up in the HBCU coaching world. First off, Michael Vick is building a serious staff at Norfolk State. And he just added Super Bowl winning coach Torrey Woodbury as his special teams coordinator. Y'all better watch Norfolk State because Michael Vick isn't just here for show. He's trying to win. And then you got Terrell Buckley taking over Mississippi Valley State, a Jim Thorpe Award winner, a Super Bowl champ, a Mississippi legend. If anybody can recruit top-tier talent to the Delta, it's Terrell Buckley. Mississippi Valley State hasn't won more than 4 games since 2012. They haven't had a winning season since 2006. Buckley's mission? Change that ASAP. Look, I don't care what anybody says. HBCU football is thriving. Coaches leveling up, players proving that they belong in the big stage, and history being made every single season. But y'all tell me, who's making the biggest statement this season? Is Jackson State about to shock Southern Miss? Can FAMU dominate the SWAC? Or Carson Vinson get drafted high? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and if you love this HBCU content, go ahead and subscribe so we can keep this conversation rolling. HBCU football is on the rise, and we're making sure everybody knows about it. I'll catch y'all later in the next one. Stay wavy.
Come check out dcfbnation.com for all your latest in the college football world.